song for disciple, the host of Spiritual Drive Show. She am Mama Peg, a bring power, the power of life, Herbal Center, and I was Spiritual Drive Show. So, aha, near Shehun, near my wit said, Obeda Sudana winning Obida, Oba Sudana Woody, and I said, Obi, our pioneer, one our dying, and I said, Yaribitis a stroke, diabetes, hepatitis B. And I said, oh, pet, I war, I be discussing in our show. So, there was a your bomb pie mount, one of the bomb pie mount. There was a dear drew council, a draw away also, and a back count, Amawanya, Wahoto, and Nunti.
She are many disciples. If you're then you will be a brave one on tree, a good
our Click TV, now be in Shira.
Tuesday, another lovely Tuesday. Tuesday is always good. Why? It's for those who don't understand the Ghanaian language, who are always putting their comment across our platform that, Reverend, why do you always teach in your language? We don't understand the language. Can you give us also in English? So I've decided that every Tuesday I will come your way with the teachings that we've been doing, but because yours is not, you are not part of the class, I will break it a little bit down for you to understand whatever that I come here to explain or I come here to lecture about. Last week we studied something about when someone, a portal is open within 3 days for the person to depart from this physical realm that we all see. There is something you can do to bring back this person, whereby I did mention you need ginger, nigo pepper, and then alligator pepper. You blend them together, and then you filter it. When you filter it, then you take, let's say, 60 ml of it into a syringe, and then you, if the person can't eat, if the person can eat, then at least you can give it to the person in a cup. If the person can't eat, you can give it to the person in a syringe by slowly pushing it from the syringe into his or her mouth. By doing this, when it enters the body, these three elements has its own way of helping the body physical, and then has its own way for helping the body spiritual as well. Now, today we will look at these three bodies that we did mention, two of them, the nigo pepper and the ginger. What the ginger does, the nigo pepper does physically for the body, why it is able to revive the body physically for such a person who has crossed the portal to come back. Some of the qualities that it has that enables this soul to come back into the physical body, the things it does to the physical body for it to be conducive for the soul to come back into it. We'll look at all those factors, and then the spiritual things that it is able to do to bring back such soul to come and dwell in this earth that we all have. We are going to look at all that. And then the nigo pepper to what it also does, both physical and then spiritual. We'll look at all that. We'll start with the nigo pepper. But before we do that, for those of you, most of you, I think you hear P-Life Herbal Center, P-Life Herbal Center, but you don't know much about it because most of the presentation are done in the Ghanaian language, which you don't understand. P-Life Herbal Center is basically part of Click Multimedia. It's part of Click. Now, what it does is it has varieties of products, and these products helps you both physical and spiritual. We have the beaters, which can help you with body pains, arthritis, so many things. We have the PicoFlex, which is also good for someone with who is having issues with PAS. When you use it, it helps to soften. And then we have the cough mixture, which when you are coughing intensively in this era whereby COVID is all over us, if you have this cough mixture, it will go a long way to help you. It will help you to soften most of it. We have the herbal soap. This herbal soap, it fights against all kind of skin rashes or skin diseases. At the same time, because of the herbs in it, it helps you to also boost your spiritual ability or your spiritual energy, to uplift it, because of the leaves or the herbs that were added to the soap. So it's not just an ordinary soap fighting skin rashes. Whilst you are using it, it is helping you to whatever spiritual issue that you have, it helps you as well. There's another one which helps you if you have a bald head, or during winter like this, you have breakages of the hair. It happens a lot. The hair is always breaking. If you are going through such situation whereby during winter you are having breakages of hair, what I recommend for you is Power Life Herbal Center, our product for the hair. And then there's one that when maybe you don't have appetite, you have malaria, you have more about quite a number of diseases that can be very disturbing to the body, especially during this COVID time. If you drink it, it puts you on track. All you need to do is you just need a hot cup of coffee, a hot cup, and then you just take a teaspoon of it, one in the morning, one in the evening before you eat. When you eat this, it increases your appetite, so you are always wanting to eat more, and the more you eat, the more you boost your immune system. And not just eating, because what you are taking is very good medicine. When it enters the body, it makes sure you are eating the right food, or it is taking the right food to supply to wherever it has to go, and then it flushes out whatever that is toxic. If you are in UK and you've heard of Power Life Herbal Center, you are always thinking of how you can get this product, you have to call Ghana before it is sent to you. If you are in UK, if you are in Europe, then you are blessed. Now, there's this company in UK, Healing Hands Heart. Healing Hands Heart. Their numbers are scrolling beneath your screen. When you call them, all the products that Power Life Herbal Center produces, they have it. If you are buying, let's say, from £150 to and above, and you are within UK, they will give you free delivery. If you are buying in quite an amount of quantity and you are within Europe, they will split the delivery with you. It's a promotion that they are doing. So if you are having maybe skin diseases and then you need these kinds of medicine, any of them, pass, whatever it is, to help you, you can quickly consult them or call them, and then they will serve you very well. They are very kind, and then they will talk to you, explain things to you as to how you use them. So you can call the numbers on your screen, and the more we move ahead, I'll explain into details most of these products to you. Yes. Now let's go to our main topic today. last week we did mention about Xylopia ethiopica, now which is Negro pepper. Most of us knows it to be Negro pepper. We know it to be Negro pepper. Now, how or what are, when we say Negro pepper, as someone maybe who doesn't know much about Negro pepper, what comes into your mind? Let me enlighten you a bit. Negro pepper is basically an evergreen or aromatic tree of family, that is families of flowers plants that can grow up to 20 meters high. It is a native to lowland, rainforest and moist range forest in the savanna zones of Africa. So where you can find Negro pepper mostly is in these savanna zones in Africa. And if I mention the savanna zones of Africa, I'm talking about Nigeria, Ghana, and the rest. You can find this Negro pepper there. And then the most important where Negro pepper is well recognized is when the fruits that it bears. Okay, producer, can you put the fruits on the screen for them to know the Negro pepper fruits, so that they will know how it looks like? The fruit that it bears is very. It comes in. It's like it's very straight and blackish. Very straight and blackish. So if you happen to see it, that is it on the screen. Now this that is the fruit that it produces. This flowering group of family produces the Negro pepper or the Xylopia ethiopica. That is what it produces. And what it produces, at times, we normally see it as spice. Most people who are in Africa use it mostly for spice purpose. Okay, at times it has gone over all Europe, the states where they use it for spice, to spice their fish, their meat, their stew, to use it in their stew and other things, or their soup. Okay, but when you come to Africa, this Negro pepper, its main purpose, that at times why people use it, is because it has certain herbal medicines in it. And this herbal medicine in it is not just the physical, but it has both the physical and then the spiritual remedies of this Negro pepper that it gives to mankind. So if you don't know about Negro pepper, that is a little bit history that I'm giving you. It's part of the flowering plants. It grows in the savanna zones of Africa. Okay, it grows in savanna zones of Africa where the land is low forest. That is where you can get this Negro pepper, and mostly we term it to be spice, but it has this medicine, the medicinal in it, which can help to build our physical body very, very well. Whether you use it solely as medicine or you use it as part of your food, it helps you very, very well. There are certain ailments that this Negro pepper can help to resolve. There are certain ailments that this Negro pepper, as you are seeing on your screen, can help to resolve. If you are having kidney stones, this is what you have to do. Blend the Negro pepper as you see on your screen. Blend it into powder, okay, and then boil it for between 5 to 10 minutes. Don't let it exceed that. Other than that, you are going to kill the medicinal that lies in it. Within 5 to 10 minutes, if you can, whilst it's hot, within 10 minutes, you take it off the fire for it to cool, And now, in order to store it, maybe you bought it in large quantity. You can get this either 2 liter or 1 liter bottles, and then you filter them. Okay, you filter what you bought, the boiled Negro pepper. You filter it and then you put them in these bottles. So once you've been diagnosed that you have these kidney stones, this is what you do. In the morning, before you eat, just take, let's say, 200 ml cup, okay, 200 ml of it. Just take it before you eat. Now, when you take this Negro pepper tea, this is what it's going to do. It's going to boost your appetite. You're going to feel for food. Okay, so you eat. Now, when you eat, don't just eat and not drink water. After eating, you can wait for some time and then drink more water. You drink more water. So let's say within the day, if you normally drink like 2 liters of water, you can, because of your condition, jump it to, let's say, 4 or 5. Now, this is what it does. As you are drinking the Negro pepper, the Negro pepper is known for flushing out any clotted blood in the vein. Anything that chokes in the vein to prevent free flow of blood, this Negro pepper has this potential of flushing the vein through the vein for you to have free flow of blood. So if you use it, in this case, you are having a blockage in your veins. So at times you feel a bit, you feel that you can't feel your hands, you can't feel maybe your legs, or you can feel it, but it's a bit funny. Okay, it's a bit funny. Then it tells you that the blood is not flowing very well, and if blood does not flow very well to certain part of the body, you are likely to develop stroke. Some can develop full stroke, some partial stroke. So, and the symptoms that it will give you is you will begin not to feel that part of maybe your leg, half of your body, or maybe just your hand. You cannot raise it properly, or when you raise it, you feel pains in it. Those are all symptoms of stroke, which if you sit down and then joke with it, it can go a long way to harm you. With just this African help, Negro pepper, it can go a long way to save you from developing this stroke, or the stroke hitting you down, either partial or full. When you drink it, it clears the vein, and the same way that it clears or it flushes the vein is the same way when you are having these kidney stones. It will go through and then flushes and try and get rid of these stones that you have in your kidney. And this is how it's going to do. It's going to come through your urine. When you go and urinate, that is what I'm saying. If you normally drink 2 liters of water, once you are diagnosed that you have the kidney stones, what you have to do is just prepare your tea, as I told you. Now, because of modernization, you can get a special blender that you don't use for food and everything. You only use it for your medicinal purpose. Okay, medicinal purpose, that is what you use it for. So you get it and then you put it down. Get it and put it down. So you only use it for that purpose. So you blend your Negro pepper into smooth form, then you boil it and filter it so that you store it in a you store it in the fridge so that it doesn't go spoil. Take 200 ml every morning. 200 ml every morning and evening before you eat. Okay. Now, when you take it, it's going to increase your appetite level. The way you eat more than that. I remember there's this lady that brought it on the school platform that someone is sick and he's having kidney issues, and then I told her that, do you remember when we were treating the Negro pepper? I mentioned that it can help with kidney stones, and they said yes. Now, she recommended it to the person. The person was taking it, but this is what they were doing because he is much interested in the work that he is doing. He was taking the medicine without eating. So what happens was he was growing lean. So when the lady called and told me, I told her, look, take that person off that medicine. Why? Because he is abusing it. He has to eat and drink more water for him to have the kidney washed and be renewed, be restored to its stage, its natural stage. But if he's not eating and drinking more water, it is the water that goes into the system and works with this medicine in you and flows through the body. You see, the body is like a riverbed, or the veins in the body are like riverbeds. You see, rivers flow towards a certain direction. It's the same thing. Some flow through north, some flow through south, some flow east, west. That is how the veins in our body also does. They all have a way of moving blood through them. So if such a person is not going according to, you tell the person maybe try and eat 3 times and take some snacks and drink more water, and the person is not doing that, just take the person off. So if you have kidney stone and you want to take this, remember that when you take it, you eat more. You will eat more. You will have the appetite to eat more. And it's not just that because you are having the kidney stone, that's why you are eating. Naturally, when you take this Negro pepper, it gives you appetite to eat more. Normally, when people want to put on weight, but not too much weight, they take this Negro pepper. That makes them eat, and the more they eat, the more it takes out the natural food itself out of the natural nutrients that the body needs. It takes it out and then feeds the body with that good natural nutrients, and then bring out the toxic or what is not needed for the body. So if you are having kidney stones or you're having kidney issues and you want Negro pepper is very good for it, it fights against it, then you have to make sure that you take enough water. And the more you take more water, the more you urinate. If you stop taking the water, these are the signs you know that no, you are not taking much water whilst you are drinking the Negro pepper tea. You will start seeing a little bit of blood in your urine. You will start seeing a little bit of blood in your urine, and which is not a good sign. It means that you are not going according to what you are supposed to do. I hope you do understand what I'm trying to communicate with you. Take more water after eating. So maybe if in the morning you took your breakfast, no matter what you took, make sure you have enough water on you. So if, let's say, in a day you drink 2 liters of water, make it 5. Drinking continually. The more you drink, the more you urinate. And as you are urinating, it is the excess of water that has flushed through the body, that has stored through. So you are bringing out those toxic through your urine. So if you have kidney stone, it can go a long way to help you. If you are having issues with cough, you are always coughing, if you drink the tea as well, as I told you how you prepare it, if you drink it, it will go a long way to help you as well. If you have malaria, just drinking the tea of Negro pepper can help you come out of this malaria. And then where I am most peculiar is the constipation aspect of it. I remember when I was young, I stayed with my grandmother for 1 year, and within that 1 year, before my mom came for me, I was like 9 years. I was a little boy, but in the 80s, what used to happen there is not what we are having now. In the 80s, whatever that they prepare, whether soup, whether stew, there's always Negro pepper in it. But as a Chad, where I came from, I was kind of used to eating pizza and other things. So when they give me that, I'm always murmuring, but I will eat it anyway. I didn't know because I was anemic and sickle cell anemic. That is why my mom took me to my grandmother so that she can help me maintain or balance my health. I didn't know. I thought I was going for vacation. I realized I'm in school. And now, this is what she was doing. There's this woman who sells porridge. And this porridge that I'm talking about is white porridge made out of corn or maize, dry maize. They take it into the machine as dry, and then they blend it. They blend it, and they come, and then it ferments. When it ferments, then you have the corn flour. Out of it, they prepare this porridge, and the porridge is not just normal porridge. It has this Negro pepper in it. A lot of it, quite an amount of it, is in the porridge. Now, when you don't just take the porridge alone, it comes with a little bit of sugar. Then milk was not kind of part of our life, whereby milk was like, no. So just that, and then the flavor that this Negro pepper gives to this porridge, oh my God. If you haven't tried it before, try it, and then you appreciate Mother Nature. All you need is ask someone who can get you corn dough flour. When you get the corn dough flour, just let them teach you. You just have to mix it, filter so that you get the fiber out of it, and then you put it on fire and stir it for some time. If you make it too thick, it's going to turn into banku. You don't know banku, I'll tell you. Banku is part of our food that we eat local here. But if you make it light, it will turn into porridge. Okay? Now, this porridge goes a long way to help you if you have this Negro pepper in it. Most of us, at times, we finish eating and then we're having constipation. But I remember those days, as I was with my grandmother, I was not having any constipation after drinking the porridge with my bread. And the bread that I'm talking about is not just any bread, but it's a bread that when you eat, it can give you constipation, intensive constipation. When I talk about intensive constipation, it's a constipation that can take you for a week. And if you are going through constipation, if you are having constipation, remember that, one, you cannot properly get rid of whatever that you have eaten out of your tummy. So whilst you are eating, they are piling up. And the piling up, as the belly is shooting up, starts creating uncomfortable pains for you as a result of this constipation. Now, you can have a severe migraine. You can have a severe stomach ache. So many things can happen to you. You go to the Giants just to washroom, just to go and eat yourself. You can sit on it for a whole hour and you can't discharge. It makes it very unbearable for you. It makes it uncomfortable. I know most of you might have experienced constipation before due to maybe the pizza, whatever flour things that we eat. Things that are starchy, when you eat them, they give you constipation. And this constipation, their remedy is this Negro pepper. Because I remember as a little boy at that 9 years in the 80s, what I remember is my grandmother would give me my money and tell me, when you get to this woman, buy your porridge, get your bread, and then I'll buy the porridge and sit beside the woman and get my bread, eat the bread very well to my satisfaction, and drink the porridge as well. At times, I'm fortunate the woman loves me so much, she will put some of this Negro pepper in the porridge for me. And then she will sit beside me, guide me, and tell me that as I'm drinking the porridge, I should be chewing the Negro pepper as well. But as a boy, to me, it was very adventurous. I didn't know it has this potency in it that is good for my body. Because I think when my mother was sending me there, they all knew my condition. So each and every one of them in that town was doing their best way to make sure I don't get attacks, so I eat the right thing. So every morning my breakfast was that white porridge with this Negro pepper in it, and the Negro pepper gives it such a very good flavor. Aside its medicinal that it has, it gives it good flavor. You don't see the color of the porridge changing, but it's very pure white. But you see that black Negro pepper in it as it is as the producer showed it to you on the screen. You see it in the porridge, and especially if you are fortunate and you are favorite of the one who sells the porridge, they add some in your porridge for you, and then you can chew it as you are eating your bread and then you're drinking your porridge. And what it does is it helps flush out whatever toxic that you have in your system. So whilst you are chewing the Negro pepper, anything that has to do with digestion that is improper, that is going to give you constipation as you are chewing eating the bread, it goes a long way to resolve it for you. Let me drink water. When I come back, we'll look at how it is able to help you with this digestion that I'm talking about, for you to be resolved from this constipation. I'll be right back.
For disciple, the host of Spiritual Drive Show. She am Mama Peke, I bring power, the power of life, Herbal Center. I was Spiritual Drive Show. So, aha, near Shehun, near my say, Obeda Sudana winning Obida, Obasudana Woody, and I said, Obi, our pioneer, one our dying, and I said, Yaribitis a stroke, diabetes, hepatitis B. And I said, oh, pet, I will. I be discussing in our show. So, there was a your bomb pie mount, Mamma, the bomb pie mount. There was a dear drew council, a draw away also, and the back count, Amawanya, Wamoto.
And Nunti, she a many disciple. If you're then you will be a brave one on tree, a good.
I will Click TV, now be in Shira.
Welcome to Click TV. If this is the first day you are watching Click TV, subscribe to Click TV. You see that subscribe sign there, just subscribe and then click on the bell over there, that whenever we come on, we are live, you can get the notification and then you join us. This is not the only English program that you are going to see or have on Click TV. We are making preparation to bring more English programs so that those who don't understand the Ghanaian language can understand some of these remedies that we have as medicinal. You can be in abroad, but you might have these spices in your kitchen and you might just use it as a spice without knowing the medicinal purpose for it. And as before we were going for break, I was talking about constipation. When you have this Negro pepper in the porridge and you drink it, because it has this medicinal in it that helps to flush out toxic that are not needed in the tummy. Okay, it goes and ease whatever it is. So depending on, no matter how flour you eat, when you drink that porridge or you drink the Negro pepper tea, it gives you free flow of when you visit the washroom, as easing yourself. Okay, it helps you to ease yourself. And then most people, they always complain, I have fibroid, I have fibroid. Yeah, fibroid comes as a result when you start to have or bear children, or at times some start developing that fibroid because it's in their family line, the kind of line that they are coming. This is for the women, the kind of line that you are coming from. At times you start to develop this fibroid. Okay, now this fibroid, it grows within where when you start to have children. That is when, if you are not careful, it can really come to your notification. But I'm asking you, do you remember during the ages of our ancestors, there was nothing like fibroid, whereby they will have to go to the hospital for them to be operated and get it out? It is just recently, from late 80s to now, that we've started experiencing women having fibroid. And this fibroid, when it happens to you, you can be bleeding and you think you are having your menstrual cycle. You can bleed continually because it is a clot of blood in that system where you have these layers of eggs. Okay, it forms there as part of it. When it grows, it's like you having maybe a tissue growing at certain part of your skin. It grows within this oval system of our women, and when it happens so, it makes them bleed a lot. And when you begin to bleed, you bleed continually. At times you bleed, and then with pains, with severe abdominal pains, and then at times it will stop for a while. I remember this woman approached me and told me, my fibroid is killing me, the pains is unbearable. Then I was a student. Okay, I was a student. I hadn't come back home, I hadn't finished school to study much more about these herbs that I'm teaching you today. So she used to tell me this, my fibroid, and I was like, what is fibroid? I was not even paying attention. Okay, until after school, when I started making research, and then I realized fibroid has to do with women when they start having children, and then when they are having irregularity of their menstrual cycle. When this fibroid can generate, there are two ways of you developing the fibroid. Okay, since this is a physical and spiritual class, I'll make it all known to you. There's one that you can develop physical, and I'm going to treat that with you now. When we get to the spiritual aspect too, I will teach you. Now, with the physical aspect, if you are a lady and you've started experiencing menstrual cycle, okay, and it doesn't flow as it's supposed to, I don't know, maybe some say it has to flow for 5 days, 6 days, okay, or a week, I don't know. But if you are supposed to flow for 5 days or 6 days, and you are flowing for 2 days and it stops, then there's something wrong with your system. You have to check it. You have to check it. There's something wrong with your system. You see, in the olden days, our ancestors, they never joked with Negro pepper. Each house has Negro pepper in it. All the houses, they had Negro pepper. Negro pepper was used for soup, stew, everything. So this kind of medicine is part of the food they eat all the time. Okay, it's part of the food they eat all the time. So you can imagine someone in those days who was eating Negro pepper as part of soup, as part of stew, or even drinking it as a medicinal. you can never compare yourself to such a person. Why? Because they knew what they were about. But now, because of modernization, we care less about these benefits that we can derive from Negro pepper. So today, our ladies are always complaining of menstrual pains, severe menstrual pain. And I remember a lady telling me that when she reaches that cycle, it's like a knife cutting through her cervix, or a knife being forced through her cervix. She can't control herself, so she has to lie down throughout the days that she will be having her flow. Okay, if you are experiencing that, those are all symptoms of fibroid, okay, which are pollen. When as it's supposed to flow, all the blood are supposed to come out of that room for it to be clean. Some remains in there, okay, some sticks itself to the womb, and with time it passes and passes and passes, and then becomes very blocked in your womb. At times people might think you are pregnant, but you are not pregnant. All these are signs that if you don't take care, you can develop fibroid. And the remedy for you is the Negro tea. The Negro tea. When you take the Negro pepper tea, okay, as a woman, it flushes every toxic in your womb. Whatever that is in your womb, as in clotted blood and everything, it flushes it out. So Negro pepper is always advisable that when you are pregnant, don't drink Negro pepper tea, or don't take foods that has Negro pepper in it, because if you take it continually, you can the baby can come out. You can have miscarriage as a result of taking the Negro pepper. So you are always advised not to take Negro pepper when you are pregnant. So if you're a woman and you are pregnant, don't take Negro pepper tea. No, it's not meant for you. It's meant for those who are going through severe pain during menstrual cycle, which has developed, when it becomes chronic, it develops into fibroid. Now, if you are having this fibroid, you can boil the Negro pepper tea, as I told you, prepare it and then boil it and put it in the fridge. So you take 200 ml in the morning. You don't take it cool. You can heat it. If where you have access to microwave it in your teacup and drink it. If you don't have access to microwave and you have access to other means to heat it, heat that 200 ml and then drink it in the morning and drink some in the evening. And remember to drink more water, because whilst it's going through your system, it's going to give you that appetite. So if you are having appetite to eat and you are not eating, it's going to affect your system. Okay, you will grow lean, and when the more this lean that you will grow is not going to be the healthy lean or slim. No, you are starving yourself, which can even give you stomach cancer or stomach ulcer. So you have to eat properly. Make sure you are eating properly, because you have the appetite to eat. It will not be like you don't have the appetite to eat. You have serious appetite for food. And once you are eating, don't just eat food alone. After eating, continue drinking water. So if you are a woman and you are having this situation, if your daily water is 2 liters, you can jump to 5 liters. And the more you drink, the more you urinate. And as a man having a kidney stone, when he drinks too much water and he urinates, it comes out through the urine. It's the same thing. As you are also urinating, this fibroid gradually some will be passing out, or during your time of having your menstrual cycle, the majority of it will come. At times you might even, those who are in the class and they have practiced it, who have fibroid and then they have used this formula before, will testify that during their cycle they saw huge clot of blood in their sanitary pad, and then they begin to ask, where from this? Well, is that clot of blood in your womb that is not giving you that comfortability? but as a result of drinking this tea, it's paving way for it to come out. So, for instance, if this room we have a lot of cobwebs around here, okay, the brush that we are using to get rid of the cobwebs from this studio or this room is the Negro pepper that we are talking about. So we have to have that in mind. If you have fibroid and it's in serious stage, the only thing or the one of the remedies that you can use to get rid of this fibroid, and it's not just a one-day thing, someone will say, okay, let me drink it for today and then I'm free. No, this is something that has been with you for like ages, so you have to keep on drinking, and then wait for a while during your cycle, you see how things are going, and then you keep on drinking. Gradually it will flush out without you going for an operation. That is the natural way of healing yourself, and when you heal yourself this naturally, it goes a long way to make you healthy. So if you are someone that because of it you can't conceive, once the womb is free, you can conceive. There are some that they have it and they can still go ahead and conceive a baby in their womb. I hope you understand me. But most people are unfortunate to have that, so it goes a long way to help affect them. And then there are people or there are women that they don't see their menses at all. I remember someone calling me to tell me that for 6 months I've never had my menses, and I told her, and you are happy with it? She said yes, because I can move freely without going through any monthly pains and other things. And I said, look, this cycle, you can have it when you know the right herbs to take without going through pains. And she was like, Reverend, are you sure? I said yes. Have you tried Negro pepper? She said no. I said try it and let's see. Okay, try it and let's see what will happen, because what I know is our ancestors used to use this Negro pepper. It was helping them in everything that they do, and they were fine. And she took it. Within the following 2 months, she told me the menses have started flowing, and then what is coming is like, it's as if she was pregnant, but she did pregnancy test, she wasn't pregnant, and she was not having her menses for 6 months, and she was happy. You see, it could be happening to you. You may not be pregnant, but for some time you are not having your menses. Then it means you are gradually moving towards you developing fibroid. So you have to be very, very careful. Don't joke with your Negro pepper tea. Okay, it is going to go a long way to restore your cycle. You are a woman. You are supposed to go through that cycle. It's what makes you a woman. Okay, it is what makes you a woman. I remember there's this friend of mine, he's a Lebanese. He called me and was like, Reverend, I want to ask you a question. In all the creation that God did, which of them, okay, in the human system, which of them can lubricate itself every month and still be fresh? And in fact, I was not thinking about it. I was like, Chief, where from this question? So just ask me. You see your car, you take it to the lubricants center every month for them to change your oil for you. But this system in human body is able to change its body, oil without any interference. And once it changes its oil, it looks fresh as ever. It moves on top speed. And I was like, what? Then she said, it's the service part of a woman. I was like, wow, you are such an intelligent man. I said, yes, it's like car. It services its own, on its own. You don't have to take it to the workshop for you to. So if you are a woman and you are not seeing your menses, and you are of age of seeing it and it's not coming, please don't be happy about it. You are not a man. You can try the Negro pepper tea, and it will go a long way to help you to restore your menstrual cycle back. It's like your right has been taken away from you. You need to take it back. In the olden days, when our ancestors, they give birth, when the expected mother finally delivers, okay, and is breastfeeding the baby, all their soup that they eat with their food, okay, has Negro pepper in it, enough of it in it. Why? Because at times too, they would drink the Negro pepper tea for it to go and flush whatever blood that is left behind in their tummy. Now, the reason why when women of today start to have children, they develop this fibroid is most of this dirty, most of this blood that are supposed to come out, that are unwanted in the system, because they don't take the right medication, they end up leaving them in the womb. Okay, they end up leaving them in the womb. So at times you will sleep with a woman and then she has this foul smell in her service area, and then you go like, where from this? She has children, but she has this foul. Excuse me, it's not her fault. Maybe she doesn't know the right medication to use after delivery. Now, if you are a expected mother after delivery, not that when you are pregnant, no. After you have got, the Creator has helped you to deliver, what you can do is add Negro pepper to your soup, add Negro pepper to your stew, and then prepare some Negro pepper tea. And this is what you can do to help yourself not to feel that, not to have this foul smell on you, because after delivery, if you don't treat yourself well, you can develop womb sore in your womb. You can develop sore in your cervix area as well. All this can give you foul smell. So what you do is get the Negro pepper, okay, as blend, the one that you drink as tea. Get some, heat it, let it be warm, not that hot, but let it be warm, okay. And then when you go to the washroom, from your head to toe, try and make sure that quite an amount of Negro pepper. Yes, because of the mint in it, it's going to be very, very difficult to use it. It's going to be very burning sensation, okay. But it's the mint in it. It's the mint in it. Within short time, you will not feel that burning sensation. After using it for 1, 2, 3 days, you will not feel it again. It will be normal to you. When you go to as a breastfeeding mother, this is what you do. Whilst you are breastfeeding your baby and your womb is not fully healed, you still have discharge of blood coming. This is what you do. Drink some of the Negro pepper tea every morning, every evening before you eat. When you are going to bath too, at times after delivery, they bath 3 times in a day just to keep the baby clean, or just to keep the body clean for the baby, because the baby at that tender age is very fragile. The least germ can kill the baby. So they bath 3 times in a day. Now, at times there's this foul smell, and then they normally say is the breast milk that is smelling from the mother. No, it's not the breast milk. It's this blood stored in your uterus that is causing or is bringing out this foul smell through your cervix. So what you do is, when you start drinking this tea, it goes a long way to help flush out this blood in your womb. So it sees anything in your womb as toxic, apart from whatever that is part of the womb. Whatever that this Negro pepper sees there, it sees it as toxic, so it flushes it out. So as you are going to bath, remember you should have that warm Negro pepper water mixed with a little bit of water, so that the mint can come down a bit. When you go to the washroom, wash your head to toe with it, and then your cervix, try and use some to wash down there. You wash till the time that it becomes very clean, okay. You do it for 7 days. After the 7 days, you will smell like you've never given birth, okay. You will smell like you've never given birth. Most people can stay in the room for 3 months. Why? Because they have this foul smell, and they think that, oh, if I go to where people are, I will have this foul smell. So they stay in their room for 3 months for whatever wound to be healed. No, with just Negro pepper, you can be out of the bed within a week. I remember our ancestors. I read something about them. They will have the Negro pepper and other things mixed together, and then they will push it through your cervix. Okay, so whilst it's burning you over there, now these days they don't do it. They don't do it. But whilst it's burning through your cervix, it's healing your womb and everything in your stomach as well. Because when the baby was there, remember this stomach enlarges. So as the baby leaves, you are likely to have stretch marks and everything. Whilst it's there, it heals you from all these stretch marks and other things. So the one that you are bathing with, okay, will gradually get rid of these stretch marks on your tummy or any part of your body. It will get rid of it, and then you will smell as fresh as ever. Okay, so if you are a mother and you are having issues with scent, that foul scent or foul smell, the Negro pepper is good for you. Other than that, your husband might go in for someone who smells better, and then you say after giving birth, my husband is now moving out with someone else. No, the kind of smell that when he gets to you, he gets it from you is not conducive for him. So he cannot also say it. Most people are not bold enough to tell you that, oh, the kind of smell that you give these days are not pleasant. So let's find a solution to it. Most people are not bold to do that. So they will seek external help, and then they will go for a mistress, and then you are a missus and you are home, and you keep on crying that my husband is not coming. For your husband to come, drink the Negro pepper tea, use some to wash your service area. It's going to be burning sensation for the first and second day, but whilst you are washing and the wound there is healing, you will see that when you wash it there, you will not even feel the pain, because already whatever wound or sore that you have there is being healed because of the tea that you are drinking and the one that you are washing there with. You become healthy as ever. So let's take note of that. It will go a long way to help us. Now that brings us to when we treated the 3 formulas. Remember, I told you you need Negro pepper to add to those 2 others. Okay, so after telling you this, it tells you that when this Negro pepper enters the body, it cleans the body system. That is the river belts in the body. So let's say if there is a river and then it's choked with sand and other things, you need to tilt it for you to get the water flowing. And to get it flowing, what do you have to do? You have to put in something that can get rid of this clotted blood in the body system. So the soul is able to come back because the body system is warm now. Why? Because after giving that sick person whose soul has departed to the land of the spirits, it starts to turn this clotted blood that are forming in the person's blood back to its normal stage. So any vein with clotted blood becomes normal. Okay, it becomes normal. That is the reason why you need that Negro pepper to revive that person physically. It flushes the vein for whatever blood that is not flowing properly to flow proper, for it to come and resettle back. There are a lot of things. There are over 10,000 things or 1,000 stuffs that we can talk about Negro pepper, but because of time, let's jump to the spiritual aspect of it, so that with time we can discuss that as well. Let's look at the spiritual aspect of Negro pepper. Okay, let's look at how to take back what is yours. At times, spiritually, you've suffered for something. For instance, this hair grow made by Power Life Herbal Center. Okay, it belongs to Power Life Herbal Center. Someone, in order to take it from Power Life Herbal Center, start to sabotage or start to bring lies about this product so that he or she can have it and sell it. Remember that the process that went through to prepare this, the person that is coming for it is just looking at the monetary aspect. It's not thinking about what this product can do for mankind. So he or she will just take it and sell and make money. Within 2 or 3 years, it's out of pocket. Meanwhile, if the one who invented it had been allowed to sell it, people will still have their hair growing, their afro growing and everything. But because of the nature of greediness in mankind, they end up, I'm just using it. It could be at your workplace. You might have someone who is eyeing your position. We have a lot of people in our workplaces. We have a lot of people in our family who are always backbiting. And this backbiting is not just normal. At times, they are doing physically, but spiritually, it's affecting you as well. Spiritually, you cannot think straight what your innermost being is telling you to do because you are being disturbed by these lies. You cannot focus. I know of someone that hasn't done anything, and based on lies that was told on him or her, that person is in the mental home now. So you can imagine how lies can end you or disable you. Now, in order to take back what is yours, that someone is using lies to take it from you, or someone goes to your boss and starts saying things that are not true. This person, he's taking the company's money for his pleasure. He's doing this. He takes the company's car with his women. Meanwhile, it's not true. Simply because you are the company's driver and you go home with a car and you have to pick each and every one of them. He wants to have the car so that he can use it for such purpose. So he comes up with these fallacies of things that he will do when he gets the car and starts feeding maybe your colleagues and other things. So by the time you realize, each and everyone doesn't want to have you around. It's not just the corporates that have these issues. At times, even in the church, in the mosque, in our religious body, we have these things happening there. Ask yourself why. It's as a result of enviness, as a result of greediness. So they come up with these fallacies just to get rid of you. This is what you have to do. You need 7, just 7, 1, 2, 3, 7 of the Negro pepper or the Xylopia Ethiopica. You need 7 of it. Just 7. That 7, put it in your mouth. Because of modernization, you know, in the olden days in Africa, we used to have a kind of easing place where when you go, it's open, it's free range, it's just a pit with woods on it, okay? Excuse me, shit holes. We're having them a lot, okay? We're having them a lot. So when you go and sit down and then you go and squat on it. So you'll be squatting and then doing your own thing. When you finish, you get some maybe corn stick there, you clean and then you are off. This kind of toilet system, because of modernization, we don't have them anymore. So if you don't have them anymore, what can you do? You have your WC at home. It also serves as your toilet as well. You can use it and it will work for you. If you have the olden one, you can still use it as well. All you have to do is take 7 of this Negro pepper, chew it, okay, chew it, put it in your mouth and start chewing it. Because it has mint in it and the mint is almost like pepper, it's going to burn you will have a burning sensation in your mouth. What you have to do is try and chew it, and as you are chewing it, keep on saying, it's not about prayer. Is not just you being in the mosque, being in the church praying, or being in the whatever place of praying. All you have to do is, whilst you are there in your washroom and you have the nigo pepper in your mouth, keep on saying that, oh, mention the name of the person that is maybe fighting you, or is trying to use lies, or is using other spiritual means to get you off where you are and then take possession. Mention the name 7 times as you are chewing it, and say that whoever is trying to take whatever that belongs to you, that you have worked yourself to get to that level, and is trying to take it from you. As you are chewing this and you are going to spit it in the WC, as you flash it, so should the person move with whatever trouble that he or she is bringing into your life. Make sure you say whatever you have to say before you split it into the WC and flash it. Now, when you split it, flash it. Give yourself a week or two. You will see changes. At times, it can take as long as a month or 2 years before what you did, you will start seeing improvement in it. I remember a lady did the same thing. I did it for her because when she came, she was in her menses, so she couldn't do it, and I did it for her. After some time, based on what we did, it was her house that was being taken from her by another family member, a younger dad. So she was so confused. She had no places to live. She was moving from one hostel to the other. Then she approached me and then we did it. When we did it, the day she came, she was in her menstrual cycle. I said, no, you can't do it. So I have to do it for you. I went in and I did it for her. She left. I did not see her again. After seeing her 2 months, she was telling me, oh, and I have my house back. I have my cars back. I have everything. So I'm coming to thank you with this. I was like, wow. We thank the Creator for that. So you see, such a person who was telling lies that she is this, she is that, that was destroying her marriage. Because of that direction, the person is no longer even at her side, at where she can see him. He's far away. At times she can move from here to, let's say, like about 240 kilometers, and she can't even have a sight of such a person. Why? Because when I was doing this for her, I mentioned that he should be so many miles away from her. So as a result, that is what happened. So whatever you say when you are chewing it will come to pass. Because remember, in the spiritual realm, whatever you think of, this shall get. So be careful of what you think of. If you think you be a millionaire, okay, spiritually, you think you be a millionaire, yes, you'll be a millionaire. If you think you'll be a pilot, spiritually, yes, you'll be a pilot, which will manifest physically. Whatever you think of, that is what will come your way. So know how to use these formulas. All these things that I'm teaching you are formulas to enable you. I've given you the formulas for the physical aspect, which are not all, but I'm giving you that of the spiritual aspect as well. So you take back what is yours. Taking back that is yours. When you see here, we have taking back what is yours, and in there is an oil for those who cannot go through the process of doing this chewing, and then if you cannot do it, you can get one of these. When you get one, there's a way we'll teach you how to use it, and when you use it, whatever that is yours that is being taken away from you, you get it back. This is not just mere saying. It is a formula that works and has been converted to this oil for you to use, for you to apply, for whatever that is yours to come back to you. Okay, and one of the components that lies within it is this nigo pepper and other herbs that had come together with an oil. the main purpose of this Negro pepper is to take back what is yours. So whatever that is yours that is being taken away from you, if you can do the formula that I've given you, go ahead and do it. If you can't do it, just call the front desk and get one of these oil that we have here. It will go a long way to help you. In terms of protection, Negro pepper also gives you protection. Okay, Negro pepper give you very, very good protection. Get just 9 pieces of Negro pepper. Okay, 9. Just get 9. Now, remember, you are protecting yourself. At times, okay, curse can be placed on you. And when the curse is placed on you and you are guilty, remember the law was made for us. And at the same time, as the law was being prepared, lawyers were also being trained. So it tells you that when you go against the law, knowing or unknowingly, there's a lawyer to consult or to seek advice or help from, who can help you out of that predicament. It's the same way that works in the spiritual realm as well. In the spiritual realm, when someone tells you you will suffer, it's not just when the person tells you then you begin to suffer. When the person tells you you will suffer, that is a curse that the person is placing on you. They will have to sit down and analyze the reason why the person said you will suffer and check and see whether you are guilty of what charge has been placed on you. If you are guilty, then they will allow that suffering to fall on you. It can destroy your work, it can destroy your happiness, it can destroy your hope as a result of this case that has been placed on you. In this case, this is what you have to do. I'll teach you how you can protect yourself with Negro pepper by doing it in your own home. Okay, get 9 of this. Okay, and then just get a cube of sugar. Get a cube of sugar. At times, depending on the intensity of the issue, you can use 4, but you can use 1 cube. Put some of because it's 9, you cannot put all in your mouth. Put quite an amount that you can chew freely in your mouth, and leave the rest on your left hand. Okay, you will leave the rest in your palm on your left. Now, chew whatever, how many quantities, whether 4 or 5 that you have in your mouth, chew, and as you are chewing, add the sugar to it, and then say that whatever that you did, that you were guilty of, may the Creator forgive you and have mercy upon you and lift such curse from you so that you can be free again. Now, over there, you are admitting that yes, you are guilty and you are asking for forgiveness. When you are done, put the rest, okay, spit whatever that you have in your mouth with the sugar. Don't swallow any of it. Put everything on your palm, okay, and make sure the sugar and then the Negro pepper that you chewed, you have all in your mouth. Mix it together and put it in your WC again and flash it. And as it flashes and goes, so shall whatever that curse has been placed on you leave you. Okay. Now, because you are guilty, that is why you use the sugar. The sugar is to intercede for you. Under normal circumstance, when you use with the sugar, the protection activates, or the power that lies within the Negro pepper, which you cannot use for protection, even though because of what you are guilty of. Once you start using the sugar with the Negro pepper, it activates the Negro pepper and then it gives you that protection again. So you have asked for forgiveness, you have flashed it, and as it's leaving, it goes with that curse that has been placed on you. Okay, it goes with it, and then you are free from this curse. So if at first you were having issues with bad luck, whatever that is promised of you, promise and fail, marital issues and other things. Once you do this, you become free of it. Now, if you are not guilty, there's no case on you, but you want to protect yourself, you need the same 9 alligator pepper. Chew it, okay? When you chew it, put the rest in your palm and say that as you are chewing it, may you be fortified, and any negative attraction or negative energy around you, as you are chewing this, may it leave, and then the Creator guide you or shield you with a protection from negative energies, and then put it in the WC and flash it. Okay, that is another way of you protecting yourself. There's another way whereby it's a bit you need to be very courageous before you do it. Then the same 9 Negro pepper, if you are a man, you use 9. If you're a woman, you use 7. The reason why I'm saying if you're a man, you use 9 is the women in spiritual aspect are more powerful than the men. Okay? Women in spiritual aspect are more powerful than men. If you don't know, I'm telling you today. We are very weak. That is why we are always trying to dominate the women. We are always trying to control them. When a woman is in power or a woman has access to something, see how they are able to put things in order. Okay, see how they are able to put things in order, and compare with men. But if you compare with men, 99% of the women does better than what the men do in the same field. Okay, they do better than what the men do. Why? Because their spiritual ability or their spiritual being is higher than we the men. It's higher than we the men. So the quantity that the woman will use will protect her better than what you the man also using the same quantity. No, it will not protect you that much. So you the man, you need 9. The woman needs 7. This is what you do. Just don't do anything to it. Just the raw state of it, put it on fire, let it boil for like 10 minutes, okay, and then pour it into a bucket. Mix it with a little bit of water and let it be warm. Go to your washroom. Remember that this bucket that you are using, it has to be a bucket that nobody has used it to bath before. Use it. Pour your Negro pepper water in it, the one that you have prepared. Pour it in it, and then use it to wash your head from head to toe. And as you are washing, you recite that as you are washing down, so shall the Creator create seal around you to protect you from bad energies. May He guide you in your day-to-day activities. And you just do it once. Once you do it, things will move smoothly for you, because spiritually you have the protection. Okay, spiritually you have the protection. We have such an oil here as well, which is also likewise good for such protection, which has other spices and then this alligator pepper in it as well. So when you use it, it is very good for you. So if you can't go through the process of bathing with the alligator pepper as a man using 9 and a woman using 7, you can get any of these oils, which are peanuts, because we don't use much to prepare it. It's just peanuts. If you call the front desk, they will tell you it's just peanuts. You can get one of it, and then you can get it for yourself and family, which will go a long way to protect you from bad energies and heal you from any curses. Curses are spiritual illness. Okay, when they come on you, it gives you certain ailment that you don't expect. You go to hospital and they tell you nothing is wrong with you, there's nothing in your blood. Then you should know that there's a case that has been placed on you, that you are guilty. Don't forget to use your alligator pepper with sugar. You chew it and then you flash it. The sugar will go and then represent or will help you. And then if you have a haunted house, get 7 of these Negro pepper or Xylopia ethiopica. Get 7 of it. When you get 7, blend it into to smooth level. Okay, blend it to smooth level. Then get incense charcoal burner. So you light the incense charcoal burner, and then you pour these 7 Negro pepper that you grounded into powder form. You are now the powder that you have. It is now your incense which you are going to burn. You pour it on it, and then maybe you may be in the house with your children, and your children are telling you, Daddy, Mommy, we are seeing things, we are seeing this here, we are seeing that here. Don't take children for granted. At that early stage, they are able to see what the adult cannot see. Okay, all you need is this 7 Negro pepper. Grind it into powder form. Get your charcoal burner, incense charcoal burner. Get a plate and put it on. If you can get a metallic plate, is good. You put it on, and then pour some of this Negro pepper powder on it, and move from one point to the other in the house. Because of it punching spell, whatever spirit that is hovering around that house, or familiar spirit that is hovering around that house, threatening your children, making itself appear to your children, as you are doing it, is going to push that spirit out of that house. Because the Negro pepper has that power of fighting with or wrestling with spirits. So it's going to push it out. It's like the severe energy of the rain that when you open your window comes and flash out any bad energy in your room. That is how this Negro pepper is. When you are doing it, it's going to be very burning, so you can get the nose marks and wear, because it's going to be very pungent. So you move from one room to the other. Keep on doing it, okay? When you finish, don't ask them anything. Wait, on the third day, ask them if they can still see what they normally tell you they've been seeing. If they see it, do it again. If they don't see it, then you can stop. Then that spirit went and did not come back. But normally, 99%, when you do it the first day, they don't come back. Because of time, we need to hurry up so that you can get most of these things that I have for you. Then we have back to sender. When someone does something to you that you are not aware, it could be because of your job and stuff, they do these things to you. And then wherever you go, there's disappointment. Wherever you go, there are cobwebs, there are webs. You meet webs in the street, people pass there, and you go and then you walk into it. They are not normal. They are not normal. These are things that are affecting you. And once you begin to have these spiritual attacks, it can go to the extent of you having spiritual attachment. And most people, this spiritual attachment, most people call it spiritual marriage. But it's not spiritual marriage. Spiritual marriage is the Roman sisters who have the ring. That is, they are married to Christ. They don't have sexual intercourse. They don't do anything. The fathers too don't do. All they do is they render their service to mankind and Christ. They are the ones that we call spiritual marriage. But when a spirit attaches itself to you and is feeding on you, that is where I come to where most women can get fibroid. Most men can get their manhood being taken, being inactive as a result of this spiritual attachment or spiritual magnetism. Now, as most people call it spiritual marriage, it's not spiritual marriage. It's spiritual magnetism, because remember that the body is made up of biomagnetism, okay? So anything that comes in contact to be able to get access to your soul has to be a magnetic before it can get access to your soul. So it is not spiritual marriage, but it's a spirit that has attached itself to you and is doing whatever. You sleep and then you wake up and you see that there's this, your bed is wet, full of, if you're a man, you can see that the whole bed is wet. If you're a woman, you can see that you are wet. Well, these are all signs that you are having this spirit around you. So you need to take steps to get rid of them. You can be a woman who is always having miscarriage. Okay, when these spirits, you are pregnant and then they come and you have a dream and someone is sleeping with you, don't joke with it. These spiritual matters are very, very delicate. When you joke with it, you have a miscarriage without knowing that your baby is no longer in your womb. So you need to take a bold step to find ways and means to get rid of this spirit hovering around you. This is what you do. Get, if you're a woman, get 7 of the Negro pepper. If you're a man, get 9. Then blend it into powder, okay? And in your bedroom, light it in the room. Light the charcoal burning, and then put the Negro pepper on it. Let it burn, and let the smoke go around you. When you finished, okay, don't take a bath. Make sure you have taken a bath before you burn it. Go to bed, okay? Go to bed and see if that spirit that comes to sleep with you every night or even after when you are sleeping will come again. Once you do that, it fortifies you and blocks any entries that that spirit uses to get access to you. It blocks it. So you see that webs that you meet on your way and other things vanishes from your life, and it goes a long way to help you. And if you are expected brother to, you can burn it, and then as you've been experiencing miscarriage, if you've been experiencing miscarriage as a result of you having dream of spirit coming to sleep with you, then it's very good for you to burn the incense, and it's going to stop that in your bedroom, and it will stop that for you. If you have evil eye, evil mouth, and even evil touch as a pregnant woman, okay, when you use it whilst in your room, it will go a long way as incense. It will go a long way to help you. I did not say go and drink it as a pregnant woman. I say burn it as incense. Burn it as incense. Okay, if the scent or the smoke that is producing is too much for you, you can leave the room and go and come. And when your house is full of bad energies, okay, they come, and then you feel that you are not okay in the house. There's something heavy in the house, not the haunted house, but this one, you feel there's always misunderstanding and stuff. All you need is your Negro pepper and then 7 crystal salt, and then your charcoal incense charcoal burner. Now remember, the crystal salt that you are putting in, when crystal salt come in contact with fire, it shoots like a gun, like a bullet. So what you do is, when you light your charcoal and you are going to, when you mix your Negro pepper with the salt, don't stay in the room when you put it on. Other than that, when maybe some of the salt shoots, it can penetrate through your skin and it's going to be very hurtful. So you don't stay in the room, or you don't stay at the environment where you are doing it. So put 7 crystal salts with that and leave it. Okay, so if those energies are hovering maybe at your airspace, at the compound and everything, do it on your compound. Okay, when you do it on the compound, it affects the rooms as well. Light it and leave the light your charcoal and put or pour your Negro pepper with the salt on the charcoal and move far away from there, because you hear the salt shooting like a gun, pa pa pa. Okay, and as the salt is shooting, if there is such a spirit, okay, spirit and salt do not meet. They don't see eye to eye. So if there is such a spirit moving around, it will go and hit it, and then that will be the end of it. That heaviness in that house will be lifted and you'll be free. Let it burn. When it's done, the ash, what you do is get a bottle, pour it in. If where you live you cannot bury it, get a bottle and then pour the ash in it and cover it and put it in the waste bin for them to carry it away. If you can bury it, get the ash and bury it at a place where you think is okay for you, and you are free for such bad energies. Because of time, let's look at ginger. Okay, let me hit you certain points about ginger, then we go. Ginger can help in digesting, in your digesting system. Ginger can digest food between 5 to 10 minutes. So those of you that, I remember at first when I eat egg, fried egg, it doesn't digest. I keep on having it like in my tummy for the whole day to the next day. Okay. Until when I started chewing ginger, then I realized when I eat fried egg, it digests it. So at first I was only eating boiled egg. Now when you are having such issues of improper digestion, what you need is just ginger. But don't take the ginger when you have not eaten. Make sure you take it after eating, because if there's nothing in the tummy and you take the ginger, it can affect you. It can affect you. It can give you stomach ulcer because there's nothing in there for it to help digesting it. So you need to make sure whilst you are taking the ginger that you have food, you have finished eating. If you cannot chew the ginger as it is, you can drink the ginger tea, which will go a long way to help you. And then it flushes out toxics from our system when we chew it. So if you have things choke in you, in your tummy where you can't get it, when it enters you, it helps with digestion and you can get a free flow in the morning. It is recommended that you chew ginger or you drink ginger tea after every meal to help facilitate digestion in your system. The abusive use can damage your brain. When you abusively use ginger, it can damage your brain. This is where we come to the part whereby ginger is added to the three elements to revive that person who is at the other side. What the ginger does for the body that is remain, or the soil that is remain, is it goes into the brain and start repairing whatever thing memories that is in the brain, so that that soul can come back. That is the reason why we added ginger to it. So the reason why ginger was added to revive such a person is because it can repair the brain. It can repair it, but if you abuse it, it will damage it. So you need to know how to use it. Don't use it frequently like that. You need to make sure when you are using it, you have eaten enough before you eat it. You have eaten enough before you eat it, and it will go a long way to help you. If you are fat and you want to reduce weight, okay, ginger is very good for you. After eating and everything, just chew ginger or drink ginger tea. It will give you the shape that you have. If you have a pot belly, it can help you reduce it, and it can help you as well. And then it helps in menstrual pain, or ginger itself is like a painkiller. If you're having a migraine, if you're having your menses, and then all you need is ginger tea. If you are a lover of milk, just have your ginger tea with your milk, okay? With your boiled milk, put the tea bag in it, which is ginger, and drink it. When you are having your menses, this pain will stop. If you are having a migraine, it will stop. It all helps. It's like a painkiller, and it serves as anti-aging. So if you are someone who looks a bit older than your age, you can start using ginger after eating. It will start repairing all those wrinkles in your face, all those wrinkles in your body and everything. It will give you fresh body. It will repair the body for you to get this. If let's say you are 60 and you think you are aging than you expect, you can start using ginger, and then it has this anti-aging properties in it which can go a long way to help you. So let's take note of that. Let's look at the spiritual aspect of ginger so that we can bring today's teaching to an end. In a place where someone has fallen ill, fresh ginger, okay, can help. How can this fresh ginger help? But first of all, what you need is ginger, which is fresh, and then a green candle. Ginger and a green candle. And then because of safety, you need a bowl, a metallic bowl, okay, and another pan that you can pour water in it and put this bowl in it. Just get firewood. You can do it in your room in a safety way. That is why we are doing this, either in your room or outside, where you will not be disturbed. So you slice this ginger, slice the ginger into pieces, which is quite okay. Don't peel it. Wash it very well with the skin. Slide it. Now, light your fire. Meanwhile, you have your green candle beside you. Light the fire. When you light the fire and the smoke get out of the fire, it will get to a stage whereby you have this bluish smoke, bluish flame coming out of the fire. What you will do is the ginger that you have there, put some in your mouth. Now, this one, remember, you are doing it for someone who is ill, not for yourself. Maybe someone has been cursed, or someone is in a serious condition. He or she is dying, and you think you can help such a person. First of all, seek the attention of the family first. You need to ask them that I can do this to make sure this sick person comes back. If they allow you, before you do it. If they don't allow you, don't do it. Don't do it. Because at times, for all you know, they may know something concerning that and they want that person to leave. And then you go and bring that person back. And they will never be happy with you. They can turn that ailment back to you, which will not be very good for you. Okay? So you need to seek the attention of whomever is in charge of that person first. And then you can do it in your home for the person. So what you do is, whilst the fire is burning, start chewing the ginger. Okay? You chew it, and yes, you have a burning sensation in your mouth whilst you are chewing it. This burning sensation can continue for a while, but you will chew it to a point whereby the burning sensation stops. Once this burning sensation stops, okay, whatever ginger that you have chewed in your mouth, whilst you are chewing it, recite in your mind that whatever thing that the person did, that he or she is guilty, that has landed him or her on that sick bed, may the Creator forgive and then restore the life back into that body. So you say all this, you recite this, and then whilst the ginger, the burning sensation is in your mouth is going down, then you should know that you start feeling that the burning sensation, as it's going down, is moving through your scar, is coming down to your toe. You begin to feel that burning sensation in the whole body. When it happens that it is transforming you from your physical realm to the spiritual realm. When it transforms you that way, you can see the sick person. You can be in this location, the person can be like 300 kilometers from where you are, and you can still see the person. If you do it the right way, you can see the person at that point. When you see it that way, now start visualizing that such a person is getting out of that condition, okay? And once the fire has turned into bluish color, you have a little bit bluish in it. Whatever that you have in your mouth, which has turned into tasteless, spit it into the fire. When the fire is heavy, it's not going to off. Spit it into the fire. Now, when you spit it into the fire, you will still, the body will still be hot because of the ginger. Now, what you will do is, you will take the green candle and you will light it with the same fire that you pour the ginger in your mouth in, or you spilled the ginger in your mouth in. Light it with that candle and put it down. Make sure it's a place where nobody will disturb you, and sit down and start picturing the person coming out of the sickness. Now, the green candle that you use symbolize new beginning, or green, something that is fresh. When you go to the farm, when you see the vegetables and other things in their fresh stage, it tells you how fresh they are. So you are putting, as you light the candle, the person that is in that sickness stage, you are giving the person new beginning to be fresh, okay, to be fresh. So such a person, whilst the candle is burning, if maybe the person is far away or you are close to the person, you see that after doing that process, if the person cannot move, the person cannot talk and other things, you can see certain movements coming out of such a person. After that process, make sure the candle burns fully. Once it burns and it cannot disturb you, use the same formula for the water to it as well. Okay, use the same formula that you pour. You make sure you put it on a plate and put it in water so that it cannot escalate into fire. Other than that, it's going to affect you. Then the person will come back to life. Let me just drink a glass of water. When I come back, we'll continue and then we'll end today's teaching.
For disciple, the host of Spiritual Drive Show. She am Mama Peke, I bring power, the power of life, Herbal Center, and I was Spiritual Drive Show. So, aha, near Shehun, near my wit said, Obeda Sudana winning Obida, Obasudana Woody, and I said, Obi, our pioneer, one our dying, and I said, Yari bit is a stroke, diabetes, hepatitis B. And I said, oh, pet, I will. I bet discussing in a show you so. There was a your bomb pie amount, one of the bomb pie amount. There was a dear drew council, a draw away and also, and the back count, Amawanya, Wahoto,
and Nunti.
Okay, welcome again to the English version of whatever we teach here on Click TV. For those of you who know about Power Life Herbal Center, Power Life Herbal Center, we have a lot of products. Power Life Herbal Center is part of my company. We have a lot of products, and these products, mostly people come all the way from outside to purchase them, and they have to go through post, and which are very expensive. To God be the glory. There's this company, Healing Hands Heart, in the UK, which have a lot of our products, this Power Life products, anything concerning the spiritual bath soap, which works again for skin rashes and other things, the thing that helps you to boost your immune system against this COVID, the P-Life bitters that can also help you boost your immune system and fight other infections, the Picoflex, which is very good for those with PAS who have problem with PAS. When you drink it, it can get rid of it. We have the cough mixture, which is also likewise good. The hair grow, and then the spiritual cream, which you can use both physical and spiritual as well. So if you call the numbers on your screen, those numbers, when you call them and you tell them you need some of the products, you tell them your situation, they will be able to recommend some of these products that you can use to enhance whatever situation that you find yourself in, both physical and spiritual. When you call the numbers on the screen, it will go a long way to help you. So call right now and then tell them your situation. They will be able to recommend some of this. Now they are close to you. If you are in Europe, you don't have to come all the way to Ghana to buy it. If you are in UK, you don't have to come all the way to Ghana to buy it. You can just call the number on your screen, and because you are in Europe, it will be much cheaper to send it to you. If you are in UK and you buy from £150 and over, you'll be given free delivery. So if whatever part that you are in UK, they will deliver it to you. The van or the dispatch team will bring it to you free of charge. You don't have to pay for that. But if you are in Europe and you buy in quite an amount of quantity, they will split the delivery fee with you, or the shipping fee with you. So instead of maybe paying 10p for it, you will pay 5p, so that the company also pays 5. So they split it for you depending you buy. So wherever that you are in Europe, please take these numbers and call any of them. They will respond to you. When you call and they don't answer, please leave a voice note. Leave a voice note and your address that I'm here and I need this. They will get back to you. They will call you at times because of they have other products they sell too as well. They are busy on other lines as well. So when you call and you don't answer, just leave a message, and when they see it, they will get back to you, and everything will be okay with you. So now those in UK, those in Europe, you can be happy now because Power Life Herbal is closer to you than you can think of now. Mama Vic is very closer to you. This is called Mama Vic in the United Kingdom and Europe. So wherever you pass, you can get Mama Vic's products in the UK to buy. Just call the numbers and they will help you to get it as well. Let's wrap up our topic about the spiritual aspect of ginger as well, and then we'll end today's teaching. I hope it has been very helpful. I have some comments here which I'll read. Before I read, I will go to today's ending today's teaching with the last point. Let me read some of the comments we have on YouTube. Benis Nunu says, "Welcome, Reverend. That's very interesting. I never knew. Oh, now you know. Thanks for teaching us. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. Thank you for coming to watch as well. Please, if you haven't liked the page, like and share for others to also benefit from this." And then from Benis Nunu again, say, "Please, Reverend, what can a pregnant woman do to stop her from vomiting?" Please don't think about Negro pepper or Xylopia ethiopica, because when you drink it, it will flush out the baby. Even if the baby is 9 months, it will bring it out. Okay, so don't think about that. But you can use, like, when you're preparing your soup, use a little bit of ginger and alligator pepper in the soup and drink it, okay? Or make tea with it. It will help to stop the vomiting. It will help to stop the vomiting. So you can use that one as well. So please take that note. And then Faustina Kumadu will say, "Hi Dad, good evening. Hope all is well. Thank you for your time." Yes, all is well. All is well, Faustina. Thank you. Shana says, "Reverend, say Negro pepper is not available. Can alligator pepper be used as a replacement?" No, what alligator pepper does is quite different from Negro pepper. So please, if you can't get Negro pepper, please contact those in the, and you are in the Europe or UK, you can contact the number, the UK number I gave you. They can get some for you. They sell most of these things in their shop. They can get it for you. So you can contact them and then they will get you the Negro pepper. And then there's another one here which Prisla Poma, happy to be part of the live video. Oh, Prisla, we are happy to have you as well in the house. And then Vivian Magdalene Efu says, "Good evening, Reverend. Looking good tonight." Oh, thank you, Magdalene. And then Grace 12, Doris 12. What about those who are in US? If you are in US, you can still call the UK line. They will have a way to make sure you get it as soon as possible. I think we have overnight delivery. They can do that for you as well. So if you are in US, you can call that number as well, and they will help you very much. And the Benis Nunu is thanking me. Thank you very much, Benis. So you can call those numbers. Let me go to Facebook and see some of the comments that we have there, so that I can come and wrap off. The time is almost due. We have quite an amount of comments there. Okay, so Nana say, "Please, is alligator pepper or Negro pepper?" That is a question, because there are two different things. Oh, okay. Negro pepper and alligator pepper. Yes, the Negro pepper is the, I don't think I mentioned alligator pepper. If I did mention, then it's a mistake. Negro pepper, alligator pepper is different. Okay, it comes in a pot and it has these seeds in it. That is alligator pepper. The Negro pepper is blackish. That is what, can you please display the Negro pepper for them to see for me? That is the Negro pepper, okay? That is the Negro pepper. And that one is also different. It's also different. So they are not the same. Alligator pepper is from Wassa. Oh, okay. Alligator pepper is from Wassa. we thank you. Nigo pepper is from Seshi. Is Frintia. Alligator pepper is Wisa. Nigo pepper is Frintia. Yes, we know all this, but we are doing it for those who don't understand the Akan language. Okay, we are doing this for those who don't understand, and you are right. You are right. So all that you are saying in the Akan language is correct. Helen Opoku, what about if you are going through menopause? Can you drink Nigo pepper tea? Not just Nigo pepper tea that you have to drink. Okay, you can drink the anti-aging tea. Okay, so in this case, you drink the Nigo pepper with the ginger. Okay, as a tea, and it will help with your mindset and everything, and your body system. It will help you very well. Anita Kuma Dumoro, good evening, boss. Please, I was pregnant. I developed typhoid, and if I am what I developed was something that the doctor said I don't bleed, but rather take my blood to make me to become lean. So my baby was fighting with a fibroid. My blood was 10%. The baby was taking 5%, and if I was a social taking 5%, so I came to Sunday and said my life couldn't work. Oh wow, really affecting me. So I want to have a scan that told me it's not going, but I can give birth. So I can give birth or birth. So I want to find out if the Nigo pepper can't help me to take off my favorite place. Oh, I don't understand this, but I'll take my time and read it, and then I'll reply you off air, because the time is almost due. Gifty Atiasi says, please, how do I join the Telegram class? Please, if you want to join the Telegram class, you can call the Click office line. The lady will ask you 1 or 2 questions, and then you can join the class. And then, please, can you show it on the screen again? Please, can you show them the ginger and then the alligator pepper again? I'm late today from Clitoris Vibes. You are late, sorry. Akosia Owusuya likes it. And then Helen Opoku, can you use it for someone owing you? Of course, you can use it for someone owing you, and you get your money back. We have it on the platform. Join the platform, and then you will know how you can use this Nigo pepper to take what is the main reason how you use it to take what is yours. You can use the same reason. Okay, you can use the same reason. Magdalene Efu will say, hello, Reverend. Good evening. You are looking good tonight. Vivian from Group 1. Oh, Madam Vivian from Group 1. Thank you for coming to class today. So, wrapping up of today's teaching, let me leave you with, if you have a house and it's very disturbing, there's always one fight to the other. All you need to do is, if you cannot afford the ginger powder, what you can do is get some ginger. Don't put it direct under the sunshade. Put it maybe in the kitchen for it to dry. When it dries, blend it into powder form, okay? And sprinkle some on the compound. It will bring peace in the house. If maybe you've seen someone that you truly love and you know you dearly love the person, just take the ginger tube, and then write the name of the person with maybe toothpick on it, okay? And put it down for some time. It will find a way to connect the two of you together. So this is how I'm going to leave you today. And you need to understand that if you live in an environment where there's always disturbances and other things, you can use this powdered ginger to also help restore peace in that area. Now, this is where we end our English section of this week Click Telegram class. this is where we end it. The numbers are there, the oils are here. You can call the front desk and then place an order for yours. Wherever you are, she can send it to you or post it to you for you to get it. And you can use it for whatever purpose or spiritual issues that you are going through. So whatever that I'm teaching you here, there are oils concerning those things that are in-house, which you can get. So this is where I will leave you today. God willing, next week Tuesday, we'll come with alligator pepper, which is much broader, and then we'll treat it as to why it is able to help restore back someone who has crossed or who has gone through the portal. See you next week. I hope you all come very well next week and prepared. Get your notebook, get your sheets and everything, and be jotting down whatever points that I'm giving you, and it will go a long way to help you. Share, like, for people to also benefit from this. Don't be greedy. See you next week. Bye-bye.